Hello everyone, welcome to Chirag's Codeigniter4 tutorial. In this video, we are going to learn how to log in and register and create my profile and how to log out from the page using the database MySQL database. So here I'll just create the login page, login where I'll check the data from the database and create session, and register where I'll just insert the data, and my profile where I'll retrieve all the data from the database for the particular user, and session where we'll destroy the session. Again, I have to log in for that, and we will just store the data into MySQL database in Codeigniter4. Later on I will just create the documentation. Now I'm going to create the Codeigniter4 folder. So here we need the Codeigniter4 framework, and with we need the gem for the Windows. So I'm using Windows, so I'm using gem. If you are using any Linux, then you can go through the Linux, that's not an issue. So configuration is near about same. So now I need the Codeigniter4, so I downloaded the Codeigniter form from the Codeigniter site, and I'm going to extract that. And meanwhile, I already installed the gem server. So gem, when I will install, I got that gem control panel. So I'm using the 3.3, and already in previous video we have learned how to configure the gem with the default port is 80 not running, 443 is not running. Then just go to the configuration, http config, and here we'll change the configuration for 80 to 90. So previously this one 80, I changed to 90. So 80 port is already using, so I'm using 90 port, and HTTPS I'm using 444. So previously it was 443, so 443 also is using. So now let me check my localhost what is running. Localhost 90, I'm able to see the gem control panel. So gem, Apache, MariaDB, PHP and Perl, and there is a menu. So let me check the PHP info. So PHP is running 8.2.0. Next, I already extracted the Codeigniter. So this folder I'm going to use, renaming that folder login, register, my profile and logout. I'm creating with the same name. Let me refresh. Okay, name is, I'll rename on my gem folder. So when I install the gem, I got a folder gem, and I've given the name gem 820, and inside the htdoc I will paste the Codeigniter folder. Here I will rename login, register, logout. Before that I am going to put the my profile. Okay. So this is my project name. So let me run the project, what I am getting. So this is the initial configuration. I'm just extracted the Codeigniter4 folder. So when I'm putting this, I'm getting this one. So inside the public, I'm getting the welcome to Codeigniter. So first thing I'll do, I'll just directly with the folder name, I'll just want to open the my page. So go to the your folder. Here inside the public there is a htaccess and index.php. Just copy this one and paste into your root folder. So paste into your root folder. After that, just open this code folder into your Visual Studio Code or Sublime. I'm using Sublime. So here go to the index.php. Previously it was inside the folder, so I was coming back. Now I changed that path. Let me refresh and check. Okay, welcome to Codeigniter. Yeah, this is working now. First configuration, initial configuration is completed. Now I'm going to create the pages. So go to Go to app folder. Inside the view, this is the MVC format. So model is there, model, view, and controller. So inside the view, I'm going to create one folder. Inner pages. This inner pages I created, or you can create the page name like layout. So here I will define all the layouts. So layouts I created. Inside the layout, right click on that. I'm going to create a file. Control S, header dot php, footer dot php, template, or you can give the name layout dot php. So I created the page, layout, header, footer, and now outside of the layout, inside the view page, I'm going to create one page, home.php, or landing page.php. As per your requirement, you can create the page. Let me give the name. This one is footer, header, this one layout. So layout later on I'll do. This one is home. This is the in MVC format, so I have to define in the controller. So there is a home controller already there. I'm going to define into the home controller. So in home controller, everything I will define. App controllers is there. Use app, then controllers, then base controllers. I'm calling the base controller also. Later on, where we when we need the model and inserting the data, or later on I'll create. Let me run the page first. So this is the index page. Here I'll just call view. I'll my folder name is layout. Layout.php. I am calling layout.php page here. Dollar of data I'm going to define here. Here I'm calling that one dollar of data. All the metadata I'll define here. Dollar data, page name. What will be the page name? Let title only. Paste. Now I need only title. Later on I will go through that. So this is the home page. Okay. And one more thing I will define here, dynamic page. So main content. So I'm calling the home. So this I'm calling home. Home is a page that is defined here. So here I'm writing home and I'm calling this home to here. Now all the things I will define into my layout. PHP echo view here I'm calling layout slash header.php. Here I'll call main content. Already defined main content, my controller. This one same I'll define here. Just copy and paste also. And last part I'll define footer. Why I am defining like this? Header and footer maximum time we are not changing anything or there. A middle part always change. So here I'll just call the multiple pages and header and footer will be the same. Let me run this one. Yeah, header, home and footer, everything is coming here. Next. So home page I'll define here, right? Which one? Welcome to home page. And in header I'll define the HTML tags, means whatever the initial tag means start HTML, everything I'll define here. Doc type HTML, everything I'm removing on doc type. HTML, meta tags, viewport and title. Here page title will come, so I'll call the page title here PHP echo dollar. I forgot the name, so copy the page title. I'm calling page title here, and body is ending there. And last part of the body, what I'll do, I just put into the footer. If anything you want to write the footer, then you can write here. So all the pages are included into the layout page. So I'm calling header, then main content, then footer. Now let me check what is coming there. Blank page, and there is a header title, nothing is coming. So let me refresh. So welcome to home page, there is also home page. This is the page title. So layout is completed, header part is also completed. Now footer is also completed, and leave the controller, and home page is completed for now. Now let me create the other pages. So we want to insert the data into the database. So first we need the home page. So new page I'm going to create, register.php. So in register.php, what I'll do, I'll just write the code for inserting the data to my form. I'll define the form here. So register.php form, here I'll write action is equal to, I'll write something later on, I'll write. So method base underscore URL. I forgot to define the base URL also. Method I will put the post method. If you are posting any upload, then you have to create the multi-part. Encrypt type multi-part, then slash form data. This is the basic variable of the form. You can give the name and values also, other things also on other part also. Now I'm going to take one table. So table here, style, margin left auto, margin right auto, margin left auto, margin right auto. I'm giving first table should be in my center. Here I'll create tr td for display. I'm giving 2. I don't want the 2 columns here. Here I'll write register page home. Here first name, last name, email, address, password, and here I'll create the button. So input type is equal to submit, name I'm giving submit, value also I'm giving submit. Here I will create input type is equal to text, name, first name, and placeholder. It will come inside the page. So enter your first name. So similar I'll do. Enter your first name, enter your last name, here I'm giving the name to email, then here I'll put here type is equal to email, and this one for the password I'll put the type is equal to password. So password will be invisible, not invisible, it will be just like dot dot dot. Password. Let me run the page. So before running the page, I need to define that one into the my roots. So roots is very important, where we are calling, that will define into the roots. So go to the routes, and here I will define, copy and paste, register, and inside the home controller there is a register I will create. Same function I will create inside the, copy the function I already, there I am giving the name register, and this is the register page, and my page name is, delete the this one, welcome message, this one register. So I'll just give the same name. Let me run the register page. So let me create the menu also, that will be quite easy for me to manage that. So in header page I just create the menu here. You will here I'll write the style display inline, Chirag, base URL, first I'm giving the link to home, there will be slash, similar I'll do home page, this one I'm giving login, register, logout. login register. Other links won't work, that's not issue. Let me check page menu. So there is a home, login is not there, I'll get the error. So I'm going to the register. Okay, I have to define the base URL. I forgot the basic thing. So go to the app, there is a base URL I have 90 slash, I will call the same name, copy this one, slash, and I'm going to remove the index.php, and here I will just call the path info, not your request URL. Path info. Let me check. Yeah. So registration form here all the data, and when I'll submit, data should be inserted to my database. Later on I will just hide this one with the session. So first name, last name, email and password. Let me open the PHP MyAdmin. I'll create the database. So here database, I'm giving the name. Let me give the same name, that will be easy for me to retrieve. Create. So database is created. I'm going to create the table. So here user ID, first name, type properly, don't give any space on name, last underscore name, one two three four, last name, then email I'm creating. I need one more column, password. If you want some default data, then I'll created one, and here I'll just give the timestamp, and in default I'll give the timestamp. This one size is 11, first name varchar, last name varchar, email address varchar, and password is also varchar. Give the size 255, and maximum size I'm giving, no need to give. And I want to create the primary key. So index, this one primary key, I'm creating the primary key for first name, and I'm assigning the auto increment also. Now I'm going to save the data. Sorry, I have to rename the table. Let me rename the table. Wrong name I am given. So let me go to the operations. Here, user info. So now let me go to, so my database name is changed. Database name is this one, and my table name is user info. So I'll call the database. For the calling the database, go to your config folder. Inside the config there is a database. Inside the database there is a default database we are calling. So here my username is root, my default user I'm calling. I have not set any password till now. My database name I'm calling database. So database is also create database also created, table is also created. Now I want to save the data from register. So when I will click the register page, data should be inserted to my database. For that, I have to define here where I am going to save the data. So just assume that I am going to home slash save I am creating. So home slash save, come to the your roads, and here I will create post I am using, and this one home slash save, and here I will call save method inside the home. Let me come to the home controller. So controller, I will create one more function, public function. I'm creating here save. So all the data I will catch here. So dollar first underscore name is equal to dollar. This tends to request get post of data. So here I'll put the name of my text box. So name is first name. So I'll call the same name. So first name. Similarly, I'll do the first name, last name, email, and password. So this one for the last name, email, last one is password. So here I'll just call the last name. Be confirm with the your name. So this is the last name, this one is email, and last one is password. So all the data I call it. Now I'll create dollar data is equal to here I will pass all the data. So my column name first underscore name. This column name come from the my table. So just go to the structure, you will get the this is auto increment, so no need to create that one. So there is a first name, first underscore name, last underscore name, email, password, and created only automatically at default value. I'm giving the current timestamp, so no need to worry about that. So first name dollar first name. So whatever the variable we defined, I'll pass all the variable. Okay. So similarly, I'll do last name and email, and this one is password. Now I need to insert the data into the database. So result, I'll call that dollar this tends to home model. I'll create that later on. I'll create. So add, I'll create the function, and here I'll pass the data. So inside the add folder, I'll just add function, I'll pass the data, and here I'll check if result is true, then I will echo something, echo data inserted successfully. When it will be false, then else. I'll write something went wrong. So here I'm calling the home model. So home model I have to define into the top. So let me go to the top. After you, here I will use here models slash home model. So I'll call the home model and I'll just call the connection here. So public function underscore construct dollar of db is equal to db underscore connect dollar this home model new home model, then we pass the interconnection here and I'll call the helper, some helpers. URL, then home, then array, array, then session dollar this comes to session is equal to config slash services colon session. Code will be available with the site, so don't worry about the code. Let me check. DB connect I call, home session I call. So home model I have to define home model also. So here inside the model I just click a new file, control S, and model.php. Model is the page where all the data, whenever we are just inserting the data to the database, everything will define into the model page. So all the function, just like just now I call the function add, so that will be defined into the home model. So this will be start space f models use CodeIgniter model use CodeIgniter database connection interface now I'll call the class home model extends models. Protected dollar of db public function construct inside the construct connection interface $$db. I'll pass the connection here. $this db is equal to $$db. Okay. Now I'll call the add function. So public function add. I'm passing data here. Now I'll write the insert code. So directly one line I'm going to return $this tends to db table. I'll just define here user info insert. I already defined the data is there. So first I'll create the register page. Here all the field I created. Then the related page I'll create the roots. There I'll post data. I'll just home, then save created. So inside the save, go to the controller. There is a save is there. That save, I'm reading all the data. I'm just creating the array and I'm passing to the add function, and if result is true, data is inserted successfully or something went wrong. Let me check. If something went wrong, let me enable the error. Production, inside the boot there is a production. I'm going to enable the extension. So here home.php line number 13 .php line number 13. In which home? This is one controller. So controller line number 13. I got the form. So there is a home, login, register and logout. Later on I'll just hide this thing. So we have a register page form where the first name, last name, email and password. I just insert the data and data should be inserted to my database. This is Chirag Mahto. Then there is email address and I'm putting password. Password is hidden there. Click on submit. Data inserted successfully. Let me come this page, browse. So data is inserted. Chirag and all the data detail is inserted into my database. Same data is inserted. Let me check with the another data. Different name, so I'm calling. Let me refresh. So second data is also inserted. So my insertion part is completed. Now let me move to the login. So data is inserted into database. Now I have to go through the login. So I have to create the login page. and closing all the tabs. Right click on the view, new page, Control S and login.php I'm creating. So same I'm taking the register page and I'll create the login page with the register page. So here I'll change login and home slash, I'll just check login, check one page, one function, and we don't want first name, last name, we want only email address and password and submit. Let me run create the page for the accessing for the page, and there is a roots. Here I'll create home slash login check, and login check I'll create the function also. So go to your, open your controller, home controller. I'll just create one page login check. Login check function is created. Same I'll get the email and password, so same name is defined there. After getting this name, I'll pass to the, here I'll create the user login one function on my model, and I'll pass both the data. So email I'll pass, okay, password is not encrypted now, so later on we encrypt. So email I'm passing, then I'll pass the password. This will be in home model. So let me open the home model. Home model, and inside the home model I'll write, before that let me complete this one. If the login is successful, if this is true, and here I'll just set the session dollar, this tends to session to set dollar of result, whatever the result we'll just create here and we'll set that, and return redirect I'll just pass this page into the home page, else I'll pass this page into the login page. So let me create this page. This page is created here, and in model I'll just write the function user login. I'll write that dollar of result, sorry, is equal to dollar, this tends to table of, what is my table, user info, so user info is my table, check once, So where, okay, query, okay, I have to write the where first. So table info, then where I have two variables there. So I'll email dollar of email comma password, and whatever I am reading from here, I'll call the same thing, password. Both the things happen here. Then get get row if result, then similar I'll do user ID. Here I'll call result user underscore ID, first name, last name, email, and I'll pass one variable login status. We pass the true and false. Okay. And after that return dollar of data, else condition, else return. So let me check. So here I'm just reading the data from the table, and if result is there, something data is there, I'm getting the data, then I'm creating the data, and that data I'm just returning to my controller. And controller, when data is there, then I'm just data is there, then I'm creating the session, and I'm just means redirect to the home page. Otherwise I'm redirecting the login page again. Let me check. So login page is created. Let me check with the roots, there is a login or not. Login is not there. Similar I'll do, just create login function is also not created. Login this is the main content, and this page is already defining this one. Let me refresh. Let me click on the login. So login page is created. Let me put some data, wrong data, then submit. So login page again, call to the login page. So now gmail.com, then I'm putting the password, correct password, so submit. So welcome to home page. So home page is created and session is created. Now what I'll do in home page, I'll just show the session, means what are the session is coming from the web page. So here session of it's like I'll check this one, login and status. login login status is true, then I'll show all the data. So h1 user data from session. First name. Here I'll call the same thing. Go. Here I'll call first underscore name. So these things I'm calling from the session. Three things: last name and email, last this one email. So whatever the session variable I have defined here, same thing I can call here also. So home page, there I'm calling. Let me refresh the page and check. So user data from the session. So session data I'm getting here. Welcome to home page and user data from the session. After login, I want to hide the login and register, okay? And I want to call something else. So that is written into my header page. Inside the layout folder, there is a header. I'll write the condition here. Same condition I'll call session. If that is true, then logout will come. Else let me check. Only home and logout. And what about the user? I want to write like this: welcome and my name. So my name is already in session, so I'll read from the session. So, welcome Chirag. And one more thing, I want to show this one in my profile. So my profile, I will on create, I will pick my profile. I'll create one more page, my profile, then logout. Let me refresh. So welcome Chirag, then my profile, then logout. So logout and my profile, two things I have to two things are pending. Already we have done login, register, all the things. So first so login and register already I have done. Let me complete the my profile page first. Two things I have to do, my profile and logout. Let me create the roots for that, both the thing. There is a logout I'm creating, and one more thing, my profile. Logout function I'll create, and my profile function I'll create from the inside the controller. So let me go to the controller. there is a one logout and one more is my profile. So in my profile I need the page, same thing I'll define here in my profile page, my profile. So my profile, I'll create the page inside the view. So right click on the view, new page, control S, my profile.php. So, okay, something goes wrong. My profile.php is created. Now logout. So in logout, whenever I will click, so that time that will be destroy the session that will be defined into the logout page. So logout is not a page, that is a inside the function I will write that. So here I will write dollar this tends to session tends to destroy, and I'll redirect that page to again to the login. Let me check that page. So refresh your page. Okay, something is missing, line number 74, home.php. So whenever I'm clicking logout, this is coming to the login page, and there is a logout option, and user details are hiding there. Means user details is not in session. So home page, if you go also, then you won't get the user session because session is already ended. So login page, here I'll just log in with the password. Login page is created. Now let me click on the my profile. So in my profile, there is a my profile is written. Here I'll just display all the my detail. So same thing I'll do. I'll just get me the same as the register page, my profile. I don't want the home here. Don't want submit button and password. Email field, removing that. Last name, first name also. So I'll just show the first name, last name, and email address from the database. So my profile details from database. And previously in home page, I have written home.php data from the session, and here I am writing data from the database. So I have to read the data from the database. For that, in the my profile function, I'll just read the data. Let me go where the controller. This is my home controller. Here I'll write the code. Okay. So here data user details. I'll just create one home page. Here I'll get user data, and I'm not calling anything here. Directly I'll call the there only. So user data. So this function I'll define in the home controller, home model. So home model is there, public home function get user data. So here I'll just write all the code for the model code. Similar code I'll write here. Here I'll write return db user info email. Here I'll write one condition. So user underscore id, user underscore id, and here I'll just write the session of one. Okay, single variable user underscore id. So here I'm calling the user id and session of user id, and that person data only I'm getting into the get row. So return, and whenever the data is going to be returned to the my profile page, so in my profile page I'll show the data. User details, PHP, go user details, first name. Let me check first name is coming or not. So refresh the page. Okay, and it's identifier expecting the variable. There is a user function get user data. I'm passing anything here. Get user data, get user data, same thing I'm passing. Go to the model, get user fu function, expecting this line number 34, home model line number 34, home model line number 34. So return the returns to this. Okay, only one I'm passing. I'll pass the comma. Okay. So I'm getting the Chirag. So remaining things I'll get here. My profile, similar I'll do this one, last underscore name, and this is the email address. Let me refresh. Yeah, Chirag, this one name, and this one email address. If I'm going to log out, then my profile page will not appear. I will directly try to connect the page, then I'll get the error because data is not in session, so I won't be able to read the data. Again I have to let me log in. I think password something is wrong. Let me check the password. APNA. Then Purav is the password. Okay, able to log in. The data is coming from the session. My profile is coming, and password is not encrypted now. So let me encrypt the password. So encrypting the password is quite easy. Go to your controller. Whenever data you are inserting, there you can write the MD5 message digit 5 encoding, encoded the password, and while login also you have to change the password, otherwise you will get a error. Let me check one more. Login, logout, login, register here. Data inserted successfully. Let me refresh the page. So now password is encrypted. So we can encrypt the password also. So in this video we have learned how to register a user, insert data to the database, how to log in user, check the data from the database and create session, and my profile we can retrieve the data from the database, and logout session where we can destroy the session, and we are using the MySQL, so how to create the table also. So documentation I will provide into the my website. This is my YouTube channel, and hope this will help. Thank you for watching.